Yeah, the situation that is going on with this war, it's like there's a mediator in the middle, like trying to set up peace talks. Now, every time there's a meeting for those talks, one side sabotages the whole thing by attacking the other. Now, if you ask me, it is so clear who is the narcissist here. Now, the reason why narcissists can do what they can do is because they thrive in chaos. Now, if you observe their chaos, if you react, you are just giving them what they want. That your isolation and your silence, let me tell you something, guys, shall reveal the narcissist that is in your life. Now, we talked about isolation many times on this channel, like isolation shall save your life. Isolation is a friend for the chosen. What else? Let's add this one to it. And that is, guys, your isolation and your silence shall reveal the narcissist that is in your life. Yeah, Sunday morning, soccer game going on. Let's go. Yeah, hello people of the world. Welcome to Awaken the Ego. My name is Alula. I'm back with another video. And today, guys, is Sunday morning. Let's get to exposing. Now, usually nowadays, I like to do videos like how to, things that happen to you. But this one is a statement. Yeah. And the statement is, guys, your isolation, especially your silence, shall reveal the narcissist that is hiding in your life. Now, the thing about narcissists, guys, it's like they like to do what they do in the dark. Now, when you switch on the light, you know what I'm saying? That means you have won the game. Especially the really skilled ones. They are so undercover. You know what I'm saying? Now, in my experience, the only way to expose this narcissist, devil's chosen, is your isolation and your silence. Now, many people, when it comes to dealing with a narcissist, it's like they explode as a form of defense, even though that seems like a natural move, and sometimes it's necessary. Let me tell you something. That's a wrong move. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you catch that narcissist in a lie, the situation can even get dangerous for you. You know what I'm saying? So that the best form of defense right now for you when it comes to dealing with a narcissist is A, silence, especially silence, and isolation. All right, let's get down to the video. Now, let's talk about isolation. Now, like I said, I talked about isolation many times on this channel. Isolation has saved my life. How about you, my friend? In fact, when you go through a spiritual awakening, one of the first things that you're going to do is retreat into your own quarters. Yeah. Now, one of the reasons, I should say, why isolation will reveal the narcissist that is hiding in your life is because now, when you keep interacting with a narcissist all the time, like every day, living with them, hanging with them, and even though you might feel a heavy emotion, but over time, the whole thing becomes normal. You begin to just say, oh yeah, that's just how the person is. All along, this narcissist is hiding in a plain sight. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you go into your isolation, usually this is the time where you cut all the noises from outside off. Even though it's a little bit hard to get used to. After a while, you begin to experience so much peace. You know, I began to think to myself, I said, dang, where is all this peace coming from? It's because I had removed all the narcissists out of my life. Now, after you go into your isolation, and then you go and reconnect, now you begin to notice the narcissist energy that is heavy and trying to lower your frequency. In fact, when you go through your spiritual awakening and isolation, you become so allergic to narcissism and manipulation. That is how your isolation will reveal the narcissist that is in your life. Man, there's so many times where I'd experienced this very thing, especially when it came to my family members. I had no idea because I was so used to it that I was surrounded by so many demonic energy right there. Now, as soon as I went into isolation, and I did many spiritual work, when I had met these people, let me tell you something, the energy was not the same. Why? Because my isolation has exposed the spirits. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's move on to the next point, and that is silence. Now, as you rise in your vibration, guys, naturally, you will have no need to explain yourself anymore. You know what I'm saying? Now, narcissist people thrive on information. Now, the more information you give them, it's like the more ammunition you're handing these people to do whatever it is they want to do to you. You see what I'm saying? One of the coolest stories that I heard, this guy, Shannon Sharp, said, let me tell you this story. Actually, this story is a story of narcissism, but also It's a little bit scary. Let me see if I can scare you in this video with this what I heard, because I was scared myself. Shadow Shop said there was a lady who had a python, like a big snake, as a pet, you know. And now this pet, he stops eating for 2 months. You know what I mean? But he would not stay in his cage, and also this pet comes out, especially when the lady is sleeping, and sleeps next to her. So the lady was so concerned, she went to the doctor, and she said, "Doc, I'm so concerned. The snake would not eat, but he comes and sleeps next to me. What should I do?" The doctor sat around and said to the lady, "Hey, there's nothing wrong with the snake. The snake is sizing you up to eat you." You see what I'm saying? That is how the devil's chosen. You know what I'm saying, guys? Get to do what they do by getting access to you. Now, when you give them silence, they got nothing. It's like they suffocate under their own breath. You know what I'm saying? If you want to empower the narcissist in your life, guys, give them information. If you want to starve them, go silent. It is in that silence they shall reveal themselves. Now, let me close this video by sharing this story that happened to me a long time ago. Now, it's like I've always had like emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Now, there was this like powerful man I was working for like a long time ago. And then one day, I had caught this man in a shameful act. Now, when he turned around to see if I was looking at him, I gave him the eye. I acted like I didn't see him. And most importantly, I didn't say anything. I went silent right there. Now, as the days went on, he will deploy different tactics just to find out what I knew. Still, I remained silent. And one of these days, it's like as if he literally came up to me to ask if I had seen him. He didn't say it, but he might as well have said it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.